how's it hanging? So since last week was May the 4th and I did make a video for it last week, I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video, but anyway, I wanted to rank all of the Star Wars movies from the original movies, new trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and every movie in between. Let's get into it, and I feel like that my list is going to be quite controversial for quite a few people, but it's just the way I'm thinking. You're right to your opinion, I have my right to mine, so let's get into the video. This is actually really hard for me. I have like very similar likes to each Star Wars film, and there's like only like certain things I don't like about it, which is going to be hard for me to do all of them in like a ranking. But still, I want to do this. Least one I like out of all of them, which is going to be Solo. I'm not going to talk shit about it. I'm not going to say anything bad about it because I thought it was a good film. I watched it there on May the 4th. Not going to lie, at first, like, before I watched it, I was like, why are they making this movie? It's a waste of time. It's just a money grab, which it really is. They know that. The reason it's at the bottom of the list was because it just did stuff that they talked about he did in the Star Wars original films, and I just felt like it wasn't any, there was no point in making the movie. Yeah, they brought in characters that were mentioned or like shown in like the animated series of Clone Wars, but I just felt like there was no point in making that film. It was just a money grab, and like that's why I feel like that is the bottom of the list for me. Next we have, and like a lot of people is probably going to say, oh yeah, we agree with that, but I just feel like that because of what the director did in like middle of it, Rian Johnson, when he made The Last Jedi. I'm not going to like say anything bad about The Last Jedi because I unlike a lot of people, I really liked the film and I thought it was a good film. I had to kind of judge which one was the worst one out of all of them. I know a lot of people is going to say Rise of Skywalker, but for me it was The Last Jedi because it's just kind of, Rian Johnson did some questionable choices. Just the fact that they killed Snoke so like early, and it just didn't really do enough for me. And the fact that they literally made Luke out to be like, back in the Return of the Jedi, he wanted to, the person who was like the darkest in the dark side of the Force, he tried to bring back Darth Vader to light, and like he knew there was some good in him. While for Kylo Ren or Ben Solo, he decided to kill his own nephew. Like, couldn't he have tried to bring him back to the light side instead of just killing him? Very unlike Luke from the original trilogy. All the movies in the new trilogy was good, but I just felt like out of the three, I was not really a fan of. The next film is, and I know people's gonna be like, what? The Force Awakens. It was a good film. A lot of people thought probably it was the best one out of the trilogy. I know I've put all the three, like the newer films, up here, like some people may be like wondering, why? Why are you doing that? Basically because the fact that I didn't have as much of a connection to the new trilogy than I did to the original and the prequel trilogy. I just felt like The Force Awakens it just wasn't as good as like the rest of it, and also just Finn was just, it was so annoying. Like I'm not gonna lie, I just don't like the character of Finn. Like he was boring and like Ren, boo, it's like just shut up. For the entire trilogy I was like, just shut up, I'm sick and tired of you roaring people's names, or just roaring in general. And then making stupid jokes that wasn't needed, like how many times, what's this? Oh, shut up. Just shut up. In the trilogy, I felt a very disconnect between all the characters. Like, I know Rey and Finn got along, but it's just like Poe and Rey didn't have any connection at all. It's like the very last film, or the end of the second last film, I can't remember. So like the next one is Rise of Skywalker, and I know a lot of people is going to say, what the hell are you talking about? Rise of Skywalker was awful, and it did, like, it was so hard to keep track. But the thing is, I saw that movie twice, and I kept track of everything that was happening. I didn't have any difficulty keeping track of what was going on, and I watched it there on Disney Plus, and I felt like it was a really good film. And just that moment where all of the starships are like about to like come in, like the big fleet of starships from all different planets, I freaked out then. I was like, oh my god, it's so amazing. And just all the different stuff that happened in the movie I loved so much, and also the fact that they brought back the Emperor, and just that moment where he says, I embody all the Sith, and then she says I am all the Jedi, and just you hear all the different voices of each Jedi. Oh, just everybody was like, yes, this is amazing. There's all the Jedis from the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy. It's like, oh, Yeah, I was so nuts. I loved every single moment of that. Yeah, it's just like, that's why I feel like Rise of Skywalker is above those two of the new trilogy, because it just felt like I liked it more, and I was like going nuts more about that movie than the other two. Next up, I would probably say Rogue One. Now, some people's gonna be like, Rogue One was one of the better Star Wars films. Yes, it was. Not gonna lie about that. Like, it was a really good film, and in all honesty, I love the fact that they brought that in. It's the opposite from Solo, where instead of a money grab, they actually made like a movie that felt like, even though it wasn't needed, it actually did do really good at actually making a movie. I just love the characters like Jyn Erso and all the other different characters. I can't remember the guy's droid's name. Alan Tudyk played. I loved him. There's parts of it I felt there was some jokes that just wasn't needed in the film, but I thought it was a really good film. So next up, A New Hope. Some people may be shocked by this, but I just felt like A New Hope was a good film, and it was the very first Star Wars film ever, which started off everything, but I just felt like not much happened compared to like every other film. Like, yeah, okay, they destroyed the Death Star and Luke is starting off with Ben Kenobi and all this stuff. It just felt like out of the three films, not really much happened. I know, of course, it was a build-up movie that it kind of started off and may have brought in Luke and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they kind of brought you into the whole story of the Jedi's, everything that's happened in the galaxy far, far away. But I just felt like out of the three films of the original trilogy, it was like the most weakest one. But yeah, next up is Return of the Jedi. I know people's gonna be like, why are you putting Return of the Jedi next? Because Return of the Jedi, I felt like it was a really good film, and like the battle between Luke and Darth Vader in that was really good. Not as good as Empire Strikes Back, but still it was really good. And I loved the whole fact that he did, after all, he did bring balance to the Force at the very end, but it did take a while. And it was really dark, and it's really good. And also, I cannot forget the one most important thing of the movie, the Ewoks. I adore the Ewoks. The Ewoks are the most adorable like Star Wars creature ever. And if anyone says that the Porgs are more adorable, no, you're wrong. You're wrong in so many ways. Just the Porgs were not as cute as the Ewoks. The Ewoks were like teddy bears. Like, oh, loved them so much, and I could not get over it. And of course, I think probably Baby Yoda is more cuter than the two of them, but that's debatable. Not really that debatable. Baby Yoda all the way. And just the battles and all that happening. It was a really good film, but not as good as Empire Strikes Back. The next movie I would say was the Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie, mainly because the movie was good. It was like the start of an amazing animated series, the best animated series in Star Wars alone, and no one else can say any different. But I felt like not really too much happened. Like, of course, they introduced an amazing character of Ahsoka, and that's why I'm pushing it above quite a few Star Wars films. A number of things that I felt like, it was kind of a little bit boring. There was just stuff about him trying to bring back Jabba the Hutt's son. It was good, but it was kind of like, for a feature film, it was like, I don't know. And I just loved the fact that when they brought in Captain Rex, which I freaking love Captain Rex. Speaking of him, I literally got this Pop Funko for myself for my birthday, which is next week. This is a really rare Funko Pop. I spent quite a bit of money on it. For the longest time, I would always say Commander Cody was my favourite, but then the Clone Wars movie and series came out, and I now, at the very end of it, I freaking love Captain Rex. Captain Rex is the best. Then it'd be Commander Cody, but still. It brought in more stuff that I loved about the prequel trilogy, like the clones and the Jedis. Brought it all into like an animated movie, and but the fact that it's just, as I said, it was kind of boring, and the animation was kind of blocky, but naturally it did come out, I can't remember what year it was. At the time, the animation wasn't that great, but I still liked it so much. Next movie would be, which I was debating which one I should put forward, but I felt like, for the reasons why some people may attack me, is going to be Phantom Menace. And a lot of people is going to be like, why is Phantom Menace above all of these other films? Mainly because one song, Duel of the Fates. Oh my god, Duel of the Fates was one of the best Star Wars tracks ever. And a lot of people, like, I don't know if may disagree with me, but I love Duel of the Fates. Like, just the battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul was epic. I loved it, and it's just, unlike a lot of people as well, I liked Anakin in the first film. He probably was the least a bit annoying out of all of the other films. Like the second one, of course, he was the most annoying in that. It was just cute, and it was like yippee, and like flying around the badass like Naboo ships. And now this is pod racing. I know a lot of people are pissed off by that, but still, I really like it. And also the original film like brought in the Jedis, and it did so many things that like added more of what I loved of the original trilogy, then expanded on it and made like a really brilliant job on it. Like a lot of people disagree with me, but still I still loved it. Of course, there's some stuff that's bad to it, and of course you're gonna think about Jar Jar Binks. He was kind of annoying, like he's cheesy as f***. The thing is, I kind of liked him in a little way, but still, like, of course, Jar Jar Binks was an annoying character. Oh, bingo my face! P! Yosa! Next one is I'm gonna pick is Empire Strikes Back. And again, a lot of people are gonna attack me for this because they say, why is that not your number one, K1? Because I just felt like Empire Strikes Back, it was a really good film, and I was only like between the ages of like 6 and 9 years old when I watched it, but I still feel really good. I love the film, and the battle between Darth Vader and Luke for the very first time was really cool. And it just, when you found out the like epic conclusion that turns out that Luke was Darth Vader's son, and he goes, no, I am your father. Like, for the people who watched it for the very first time, most like, oh my god, what? For the people who watched the prequel trilogies first, probably be like, oh, well, okay, that makes sense. But when they watch the original trilogy first, then you're like, oh, wow. Empire Strikes Back was a really good film, and a lot of different aspects was the reason why everyone says is their top one. But for me, it's not my top. For the next one, which I felt like was better, was Revenge of the Sith. A lot of people say Revenge of the Sith was the best like prequel trilogy movie, which I disagree, but again, like I've kind of controversial opinions compared to a lot of people. Revenge of the Sith I loved because it just showed that, especially when they were flying to the space battle over Coruscant and just getting after Grievous and just all that badass, and then the battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi was freaking good. And some people may say it was boring, but the thing is, I found it really awesome. And so Anakin, I'm the high ground. You want to resurrect my power? Don't try it. You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. You are a bold one. Kill him.
I just loved Revenge of the Sith because it was a really dark film, and it was a good kind of transition from like the kind of light-hearted start of the prequel trilogy to going to dark, which was going to start off naturally in original films. That's why I feel like that it was better, because I felt like I grew up watching the prequel trilogies and getting more into those, but the thing is, I was part of the perfect generation which watched the original films and the prequel films right next to each other, so that's why I loved them a lot more than the newer trilogy, because it just had more of an impact on me, and I just loved that more. And my top one is Attack of the Clones. And yes, I know a lot of people's gonna say, what the hell? Why are you saying that? If Anakin was so annoying in that, he just wouldn't stop talking and babbling on about it and all this stuff. And yes, I agree, Anakin was super annoying in that, but it was the movie that brought the clones into just the Star Wars universe. I don't care who says I'm wrong. The clone troopers are the best troopers in all the Star Wars films. The First Order, the Stormtroopers, the clone troopers are the best characters in all of them. They brought in Captain Rex, they brought in Commander Cody, they brought in so many badass characters. The suits were so cool compared to the shitty Stormtrooper suits, which they can't shoot for shit to them, which I love about the fact that they made a joke of in The Mandalorian. But still, I love the clones so much, and that's why I love the Attack of the Clones, because the battle was badass, and I know the CGI is crap these days, but back then, it was the best they could do, and I thought that it was amazing, and I don't know why people are saying that it looks crap. To me, it still looks really cool, and I love the Attack of the Clones. I'm not forgetting about the battle of Yoda and Count Dooku, with him jumping around the place. Yoda was the best in that movie, and I just loved it so much. Naturally, it was kind of cringy going through the movie, but then it just made up for it at the very end, which the fact is just all the different Jango Fett and like, with his son Boba and Kamino, and just all the different stuff they kind of brought into the movie, and I loved it. And it was like the perfect time in between the movies that kind of had a lot of Jedi stuff happening in it, and that's why I loved the Attack of the Clones, because it's just the clones mainly and the Jedis, and that's what I loved about the prequel trilogy, and that's why I'm going to say the top movie for me is Attack of the Clones. Yes, it's got its bad points, aka Anakin Skywalker, but still, I loved it. I'm never going to change my mind. I'm part of the minority, I know I am, but that's all that matters to me. Tell me down below, or maybe film a response video to me and say what your ranking of the movies are. I know it's going to be a lot more different than mine, but I feel like that I want to see what everyone else is. I'd love to actually see a lot more people, YouTubers, whatever, ranking the Star Wars film and see what theirs are, so I can see the comparison, what other people think of each film. But before I go, I want to say one thing, a reason why I didn't make a video last week, and why I'm not going to make a video every week for the next while, because I'm not going to mention about, because of everything that's going on, I've lost my motivation to make videos, and there's not much to talk about for videos at the moment, so I'm just going to make videos every 2 weeks and stick to that for the next coming months. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye! See you later.